I have found that relationships work best when the man prioritizes the woman and the woman prioritizes herself.
Healthy relationships are supposed to be both people prioritizing each other, but also prioritizing themselves in certain amounts. This is absolute. Why is this okay to say? Like, there's like a term for this type of mentality. Self-respect, especially for men, matters, and not abandoning yourself matters. And it's crazy how it's become normalized to see stuff like this. And what a lot of men who have actually followed this type of advice in the past or seen friends who have done it have learned really quick is this is how you end up in the friend zone. This is how you end up used. This is how you are taken for granted. Because the reality is, we see the men who put themselves first, prioritize their goals, their career, their money making. They're the one being chased by all the women, whereas the men who prioritize her 24/7 and has no self-respect often gets crushed in the mud. And it's really sad. This is why a lot of men don't take dating advice from women typically because they don't understand this. Men aren't rewarded for acting like this. And also, I would argue you do not love your man if you never want him to prioritize himself. Like, if you think about it, you can't read your man's mind, okay? So, well, you can do everything that you can to meet his needs. You can cook for him, you can clean for him, you can bake him some banana bread, you can pack his lunch, you can do the things that you know he loves. You can take him to his favorite restaurant and pay for him. You can do all those loving things, and I highly recommend doing all those things. But at the end of the day, you cannot see what's going on in his head if he wants to try something, if he wants to go out and do something fun, take golfing lessons, whatever he enjoys. You can't read his mind. So again, that's why people need to prioritize themselves in relationships in addition to prioritizing the other person. Otherwise, resentment starts to build. And it baffles me that so many women today, they want kind of the old school treatment from men, but they're not willing to do the old school treatment that women used to give to those men. So if you look at the deal overall from a very transactional place, men get nothing and women get everything. How is that fair? And why would any man sign up for that? Because there's not a whole lot of benefit if you strip it down like that. And yes, I don't believe that you should be keeping a track list and keeping score 24/7. But the reality is relationships are inherently transactional in some ways. And if one person feels like they're getting nothing but giving everything, resentment builds and then it gradually dissolves. Respect is gone. That's why both people need to feel like they're getting something tangible out of the relationship that makes them happy.